By a show of fingers and without saying anything, who could name at least one thing Vice President Harris has pledged to do if she gets elected? Show of fingers. Who can name at least one thing that Harris has pledged to do if she gets elected? 3 of you. Joshua, what does she pledge to do?
Something about like price gouging legislation on like food and goods, but it was very kind of nebulous on exactly what.
Okay. Denise?
That was the same thing, price gouging on groceries.
Okay. And Kevin?
Securing abortion rights.
Okay. Great. And by a show of fingers, without saying anything, who can name at least one thing former President Trump has pledged to do in a second term? Three of you again. Okay. Kevin, what does he pledge to do?
Deport all illegal immigrants.
Okay. Denise?
Secure the border.
Joshua?
End the war in Ukraine in one day.
Got it. By a show of fingers and without saying anything, who can name at least one thing Vice President Harris has pledged to do if she gets elected? Who can name at least one thing Harris has pledged to do if she gets elected? Show of fingers. Okay, hold your finger up. So I got Yvonne. Who else? Cecilia. How about the other 3? Only 2 of you have stuff. Can name something that Harris has pledged to do. Cecilia, what does she pledge to do?
I believe I heard her say something as it relates to Medicare or medical benefits for the elderly.
Do you remember what it is that she would do for seniors with healthcare?
I believe it was, and that's why I was like, I'm not sure if it's Medicare or Social Security, but it was to ensure that they would be able to have access to the medication that they need for those that cannot afford it. So it would still be affordable.
Got it. Okay. Yvonne, what did you hear?
That she would like to give $25,000 for first-time homeowners to help them with their down payment.
Okay. Got it. And by a show of fingers.
Now that you mention that one, I remember hearing about it, but I would not have been able to summon it without the reminder.
Okay. Thank you. By a show of fingers and without saying anything, who can name at least one thing former President Trump has pledged to do in a second term? I got Victor. Who else? Cecilia. And Yvonne. 3 of you. Okay. Victor, what does he pledge to do?
Oh, he said he's going to deport all the immigrants out of the United States.
Okay. Cecilia?
Continue to work on securing the border.
And Yvonne?
Yeah, the border. He said that he would do deportations.
Okay. Great.